Hi, I'm Michael Rogan, the founder of Rogan and Associates Financial Planners. I was once asked that if you always tell us not to watch the news and don't listen to the media, where do you get your source of information? How do you know who you can trust? And it was a good question. I think the answer primarily lies in experience. Having been in this business for 3 decades and been in the business every day, I've seen a lot of the information people are hearing today, a lot of the news they're getting today as new information. I've seen it before. It's the same old story, just rehashed over and over. The media specializes in delivering data without context. For example, if they said the stock market dropped 300 points today, that's maybe startling or disturbing to you. But if they added it dropped 300 points today back to the levels it was just last week, you might shrug it off, say, oh, okay, and move on. So information without some experience isn't going to help you very much. So our go-to sources of information are people that we've been listening to or reading their information for decades in a lot of cases. We know that over time they have been much more accurate than not accurate. And no one is 100% accurate. By the same token, we see people that are trotted out by the media today, and this expert predicted the last 2 crashes or something like that. And if you didn't have the knowledge that we do, you didn't have the experience that we do, you would think, boy, this is an expert. And you might listen to that expert. We know a lot of these people that get on the CNBCs of the world, and we know they've been wrong for decades. Maybe they coincidentally said one thing that was coincidentally correct, and now they're always the expert, they're always going to be right. It just isn't true. One of the people that I listened to recently estimated that in our business today, over half of the advisors have entered the business since 2009. Now that was a startling statistic for me to hear. If you'd entered the business in just 2009 and one of the media experts was trotted out to you that here's the guy that predicted the crash of '87, you'd have no knowledge of whether he did or not. And that actually happened. There was a guy who they said, here's this guy, and he's been right a lot. And I keep remembering the last several decades where this particular guy has been wrong almost always. But if you had no knowledge of that, if you just had been in the business since 2009, you might fall for that. So I guess the point is that it's been said that knowledge is the marriage of information and experience. Without experience, you don't have knowledge, you just have data points. At Rogan and Associates Financial Planners, our planners average decades of experience, and we're able to bring you the knowledge you need to have a successful financial outcome.